Good evening and thanks for watching tonight. I'm Matt Davenport. Officials have confirmed the Gap fire in Pocatello was started by shooters using explosive targets. We looked into how these targets work and found out they usually consist of ammonium nitrate, fuel, and aluminum powder. The kinetic energy of a fast-moving bullet hitting the target is what causes the explosion. When the bullet hits, it creates a loud bang and a puff of smoke, which gives off heat. The heat produced by the reaction can then spark a wildfire. Now, the people who started the Gap fire were issued misdemeanor citations because it's illegal to shoot on BLM land from May through October. They could also be liable for restitution once the investigation ends. KPVI News that works for you reporter Jason Borba looked into what it takes for someone to foot the bill after a wildfire.
It's getting hot and dry in eastern Idaho, and with that comes wildfire danger. Recent studies show from 1992 to 2012, 84% of wildfires in the United States were caused by humans, either by accident or on purpose. In Idaho, at least 50% are started by humans, and that has people saying they should be held accountable.
In most cases, we're pursuing negligence. There's what would the reasonable person have done this?
The BLM looks at each human-caused fire on a case-by-case basis. One of the main determining factors on whether someone is liable for starting a fire is if they are being careless in their actions.
There needs to be some accountability. And should there be, well, for lack of a better word, mercy or leniency given? Sure. That's why we do it a case-by-case basis.
The Table Rock and Henry's Creek fires were two of Idaho's largest human-caused fires. In both those cases, the men paid restitution and saved jail time for starting the blaze with fireworks.
If it starts to endanger other people's property, public property, and other people's lives, yes, there has to be accountability.
The BLM wants people to use common sense when outdoors, as the threat of a wildfire is so high, and they don't want someone to be blamed for starting a fire.
We want people to be responsible when they're out recreating. We want people to not be complacent. We want you putting out your campfires. We want you tying up those trailer chains. We want you to be safe when you're out shooting, to think ahead.
In Pocatello, Jason Borba, KPVI, news that works for you.
The Bureau of Land Management is still investigating the total cost of fighting the Gap fire, and once that's complete, they'll decide whether the people who started the fire will be charged with the bill.